Nigel, a titanic victory here. Where do you begin in summing that one up?
I'm not quite sure. It felt a bit similar to the Notts County away game. You know, we conceded an early goal. This one was a mistake from Jordan, which he shouldn't be making, despite him being a centre forward playing at centre half. He should be kicking the ball in the stand. Everyone he did after that, he cleared it. He's got to get that mentality from the start. I said to him, he's a lucky lad. The lads have dug him out of a hole. I thought the most important goal by far was Elliott's equaliser.
Yeah, talk to us about that, because he started and finished the move, really, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and we sort of targeted. That's why Will Swan was playing today. We want to get down the right-hand side and down the side of the centre halves, and the goal actually came from that. We set up in a certain way to try and sort of frustrate them and then break, but it didn't quite work out, although we hadn't changed at the point when we scored the equaliser. You don't make the mistake, you don't know how the game's going to pan out and play out. Doesn't matter what formation you do, if you make those mistakes, you're 1-0 down, all of a sudden then, they're hammering it at the back and everybody gets a bit frustrated because you're losing the game. If you're 0-0, nobody would be like that, or even get a goal yourself. Then we sort of went a little bit more like ourselves after that point, and I thought we were a bit better.
It was an inspired change at the break. You brought Davis Keeler-Dunn on, and what an impact he had.
Yeah, Davis has had a little bit of a tough time, I think, in the last 3 or 4 games. Hasn't played that well and hasn't got the goals. So it was an ideal one today to say, come on, Swanee, give us 45. Unfortunately, he got booked, so that's in our back of our minds. And it's just a case of if he clipped somebody or anything, but Davis was raring to go, and he came on and got a couple of very good goals, despite the second one being about the 18th attempt, it felt like, from where we were.
It was an almighty scramble.
Oh, we couldn't believe the first one didn't go in. The first one was a great chance. I think Hiram must have had 2 or 3 goes. Then Davis had 2 or 3 goes, and there was a few people on and off the bench, whatever, to celebrate. But just important it went in the end.
And then you swept them away with a quick-fire double near the death.
Well, that's it. That's why the game changes on the goals, and then they're sort of susceptible to the break. And when we have the quality, I thought Tom Nichols, again, after his first 10 minutes, was very good when he came on. And then you get the sort of likes of Gailey and Davis running. You've got to have that purposeful running, with intent to actually go and get a goal. And once they did that, any team will look vulnerable when we break like that.
There was an explosion of emotion, both in the stands here and the dugout when the third and fourth went in, particularly.
Well, 2-1, and then everyone's a little bit still concerned because of the quality they have. I think they're the best footballing side in the league in terms of what they do. And then you think there's going to be 7-8 minutes, maybe 9 added on. So all season we've said to the lads, it's not hanging on. We don't like hanging on. Let's go and hurt them when we can, and let's try and get more goals. But when that third one went in, I think that really put the cap on it. And then, of course, Gailey pops up with a fourth one just to top it all off.
Yeah, that was a good finish, wasn't it? Really, really, really strong from James Gale today.
But it says about the intent of where we've been all season. There's a reason that we're top goal scorers in the league, is because we do try and go forward. And we didn't set up in a negative way. We just set up in a certain way to try and sort of best way to hurt them. Didn't quite work out, but even then, at 3-1, most teams will be camped sort of back. Let's go forward and see if we can score a fourth, and then obviously just last few minutes killing it in the corner flag. That's perfectly acceptable.
What were the deciding factors then, in summary, in that second half?
I thought the influence of the subs again and the impact of the subs. I thought all of them were absolutely magnificent when they came on. You're having to move sort of Lucas to right back because Elliott wasn't going to finish the game. 60 minutes, and he was nearly done at half time actually, and he said, just give me another 10 minutes or so, but he was gone. Ollie Clark similarly on a yellow card as well, which I thought was very harsh that the referee gave him, and he was feeling it a little bit, chasing Gilby around all day. So the double substitution, then the lads came on magnificent. Macca comes on, and then Gailey comes on and gets a goal. So you keep telling them it's this every single person will contribute, and Quinny's the one that's not been on today, been on the pitch, but he's the first name on the team sheet on Tuesday.
Why's that?
He's fresh, and I think he's a little bit excited, shall we say, to try and get that point or 3 that we need to get us over the line.
Yeah, just how big a step forward is this as part of your ambitions of a top 3 finish?
Well, it's huge because, the magic number before today was 7. And then it goes down to, realistically, with the goal difference, it's down to 1. Can't be any more significant than that. We're still not there. I think there's plenty of times in history, especially around this club as well, where they haven't got over the line where everybody thought they would. So Tuesday night's a big night for us. We want to get it done as soon as possible.
Talk to us very finally about the scenes at the end. Mansfield taking it over 3,500 today. Wonderful scenes at the end of unity between you and the fans.
That's been all season, right from the first day at Crewe. If you remember when we drew 2-2 and could have won 4-5-2 that day. So that's been the same all the way through. And it's been building for the last 2 or 3 seasons. It's been magnificent. I think the only time when we've ever was Northampton away, when we lost 2-0 in that game, and seems a long time ago now. I think the character that we have now in the squad is capable of getting us results like today. I said to the lads, every time we've needed a performance, a real, Stockport away, Notts County away, played well at Wrexham as well. We've put on a performance. Did it again today.
The finishing line is now in sight. How do you get the job done?
Or you just try and get a win on Tuesday night, or a point, whatever. I think the incentive obviously is there for the players now. Come Tuesday night, everybody will turn up with a great deal of optimism and expectation, hopefully. We'll try not to let them down.
It was a great win. Well done today.
Thank you.